look at that. The day after Thanksgiving, and the cornucopia at my mama's house is still overflowing. Ah, yeah. Rye bread with butter. Some corn casserole. Dressing. Potatoes. Put some cream cheese on the potatoes. Ooh, yes. But not even any turkey on there. I'm going to get turkey later for a sandwich. I tell you what, poor kids. Yes, sirree. You can just get the good feeling through my efforts right here, poor people. All right? Yeah. I tell you what. Eat up, you kids in Pakistan and India. You know, I wish I had some money to send to UNICEF. But you know, there was a day when I had you poor people in my mind. But then I got made fun of and bullied. Oh man, it gets to me. Yeah. The year was 1968, and the school teacher asked us kids to take a thing home to our parents and get our parents' signature, and then we were going to all go out and collect money for UNICEF. And I just wasn't up to it. I was a weird kid, and plus all the kids in my class were assholes, and I didn't like hanging around with them. I couldn't wait for the bell to ring every day and get out of school so I could go home and play with the kids I knew in the neighborhood. They went to a different school and everything. Anyway, I was like, I had my $1.25 for my school lunches. $1.25 would get you 5 school lunches for that week, the 5 days of school that week. I gave the $1.25 to my teacher and said, that's UNICEF money. I'm not going to take this home to my parents, because if I took that home, my parents would sign it and they would make me have to collect for UNICEF. And I did not want to, because I hated school. I hated the kids in my class. I stuttered back then, see, and I had to be in special ed, you know, a lot of the time, but I'd get to come into the regular classroom sometimes, and the bullying thing was big back then too. And I was a big kid, and I was under orders from my dad to never hit another kid, because he was their parents will sue me for all I got, you know. And so anyway, the teacher goes like, "Oh, Sonny." Well, back then my name was Malcolm, but you know, it's just, Sonny had a good idea. He gave his lunch money for UNICEF. Anybody else, you can just bring your lunches to school. Oh, that made the kids mad. And she was like, "What made you think of this?" And I said, "Well, I like the Johnny Quest cartoon. And Hadji is my favorite thing in the whole world. The little Indian kid, Hadji on Johnny West." And all the kids just started laughing. I lived in the... Yeah, they... asshole kids, they just started laughing at me. See, I lived at the... This was 1968, and it was the white school, you know. The black kids went to a different school. And for these kids, they were pretty much racist, which pretty much meant their parents had to be, but mine wasn't. But I lived on the edge between white and black, see, and I knew black kids in my old neighborhood, Anyway, some boy, he said, Hadji, that nigger from Johnny Quest. You know, it was the Johnny Quest TV show, not West, but anyway, of course I couldn't say nothing. I just started stuttering, and I just and the teacher goes like, now you hush, you know. But the kids, the laughing kept going on. Said, that kid from Johnny Quest, Hadji, the nigger. And you know, I couldn't stand it no more. I just bolted out of my chair, grabbed that kid, and just ran him to the back of the classroom where the lockers are. Just boom, pile drived him right into the lockers. And that thing that stuck out from the lockers, well, I probably stuck out about like that far. Hard piece of steel that you go like choo choo to open your, unhinge your locker. Nailed him with that. If I would have nailed him with it right in the spine, he could be paralyzed. But anyway, I got him good. And you might be thinking, oh, I bet you got in trouble. Well, the teacher did grab me by the ear and run me down to the principal's office. And he tried to get out the paddle to swat me. And I just went total psycho, and I ransacked the principal's office, rolled him in the nuts. And a male teacher came in from another place, and I was hiding behind a door, and I slammed the door on him as he was coming in, and I ran home. And it was the day that retired old redneck drunk doofus guy ruled. Of course, they put me in special ed permanently then for the next 3.5 years, but I never, nope, I never even got a note. And they never contacted my parents and said, you got to get this kid under control or any of it. They were that ashamed of how I ruled. And that's just the way it was. If they would have told my dad would have beat the piss out of me, and that's one thing. Nobody at that school gonna mess with me. I mean, the kid had pushed it too far, and I busted his ass. And anyway, I did it for you, Hadji. Hadji and Johnny Quest and Clutch Cargo. These my only friends when I was growing up. I had sort of friends in the neighborhood, but anyway, this one for you, Hadji.